Hello, I'm Jason Wong. I'm a realtor broker here in the state of Hawaii. Recently, we have some news coverage talking about Waikiki beaches. They have these high-tech sandbed to try to prevent the erosion. I think in one of my early segment, I have mentioned about Waikiki, and actually not just Waikiki, about the rising ocean water in general. And the thing is that this is the key. The ocean, they do have seasonal wave, and I think in the winter time, the high surf advisory is quite frequent for us to see. We have more like high tide, high surf, and the thing is, especially in Waikiki, the erosion was happening. I mean, for the last 10 years, they will never be able to reverse the situation. Even those so-called preventative measure, it's not really long-lasting, the approach. And that's nobody can be blamed for because it's just an act of nature, so nothing you can do about it. But definitely, it will be interesting to observe what may happen to Waikiki shoreline in the next 10 years. I'm not even talking about 20 years. In the next 10 years, it'll be interesting to see how this shoreline may transform, because we still have a lot of record price or transaction happen in Waikiki that the whole building sold for record price, or hotel group they are trying to charge a premium for the listing price for the hotel project that they're working on in Waikiki. And as a realtor and a broker in real estate, I am always keen to learn about how do the future buyer or future owner, I should say, the future owner feel about the erosion that's happening in Waikiki. Because the thing is, if there's no beaches, so where these tourists will go, I mean, they can still stay in the hotel, but they can only swim in the hotel pool, or they can go to the ocean, but they cannot really having a dry sand situation. Today, actually, I went to the northern part of Kaneohe, and it happens it's a very high tide and also kind of wavy today. And when I'm driving on the roadway, I can already see the wave and the water. They do come in certain part of the stretch of the road. But the government has already done some remediation work. For example, raising the elevation of the road so that it won't be it actually is higher than before. And they also kind of like do some preventative measure into the water, hoping the water won't be, even if they have a high surf and also high tide, the water will kind of like break it outside instead of like more inland. So I saw a lot of things happen, but every time when I drive to the northern side of Kaneohe, I always wonder about like how challenging if the weather turns worse. Again, fortunately, this year our weather is quite even. We have good days, we have bad days, but on those bad days, it's usually just about the rain, and it's about some minor flooding. So it's never like those, I would say, like a really bad flooding that happens forever. I remember we do declare state of emergency, maybe is it this year or last year? Just in the recent years, we have declared the state of emergency because of the water. But again, in the metro area, we are blessed that we don't have any significant flooding that we've seen sometimes on the TV for some of the mainland city, how they were flooded for months, and the water still sitting over there, not going anywhere. And we're blessed that we don't have that issue so far here in Honolulu. But for Waikiki shoreline, definitely I think for the next 10 years will be very interesting to see how much it will change and how much it will may impact the hotel operator in Waikiki to to counteract the erosion of the beaches there.